And I hope everybody is doing blessed. I'm doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, much love to you and welcome. And to my returning subs, my grown extended beautiful family, um, just thank just thank you for watching the videos and showing your support. Is truly appreciating to know that so many of us can truly relate to different circumstances. Even though we have different situations, we're all going through the changes pretty much on, it's a domino effect. So with that being said, much love to all. Namaste, love and blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell at the bottom so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. Also, if you're comfortable, now drop me a line or two. I would love the chance to see you, get to know you the way you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback of the content of my video, or you're just up telling me about your empathic gift, how it impacted your life, and heading you towards a positive direction. And if you feel like the videos are very informative to you, gives you good vibes or good upliftment that you would love to share with your loved one, family, or friends, or even a fellow empath that are needing spiritual guidance or just needing confirmation or validation towards life paths, and even soul purposes, please go ahead and share. And while you're at it, give me a thumbs up, like, and also share on your social media favorites wherever you see fit. Thank you once again for the love and support. Is so greatly appreciated, and I hope that you're able to resonate with the content of my video. Um, the music I'm listening to in the background is called Energy Healing Sofigo. Uh, what is it? Sofigo 963 hertz, two nines. That's ending and beginning, closure, uh, awakening, connected to higher consciousness, meditation music. Y'all sent up here thing about this this text message I got and busted out laughing. Didn't even realize I was already on live already. So my bad. But the video I'm doing today is called Massive Recalibration. Gives you helps you receive much clarity from dismantling old paradigms. That's so true. When you're allowing yourself to get in line, well, aligned, seeking balance within your life, a lot of times everything's thrown out of whack. It's like, signs come to us through a lot of different things, through other people. You're stumbling on learning more about something, and then something else comes up to be able to help you learn more about yourself. um Being able to separate yourself from, cultural conditioning. We all have been molded how people wanted to see us, been molded by the abuse and neglect, or whatever is taking place for us to be guided towards this way. But when we are allowing ourselves to take that time to be able to balance everything out, understand what had to take place for us to be able to keep furthering ourselves with our gifts, with our purpose, being prepared for what this mission is. There's a lot of things that's taking place in life, and it's just like, you're like, oh my God, this is like the third month of the millennial, and you'll be like, what else is about to pop off? You really don't want to say that, but it's just like, this is only the third time of the month. I can't even, you never can imagine about what was going to take down throughout the year by the end of the year, because it's just like, I don't know why, but I feel like this is a year that's going to have people shook and confused because you're looking like, I know this did not just happen here, you know. And there's going to be a lot of things that's going to be breaking barriers. Shoot, I thought the last thing that was going to break barriers is when Obama was turning around and be president, first black one. Then they don't put Trump in there. I'm like, man, come on now, this no. I'm like, no, But I thought that was the kicker. But it's just like, the life world is full of surprises that's taking place. But it's like, you have to allow yourself to take that time um to be able to organize your life, with your spiritual knowledge. There's a lot of things that you cannot keep doing. You have to allow yourself to watch, be mindful and discerning about your decisions you make, how you reflect things, how you respond to things, allowing yourself to be very choosy about what you place your energy in. Because a lot of things that may not, it have like caution signs all around you. And it's just like, don't do it. And it's just like, why, I see the light within it. And I'm just like, it's like one of those moments. that you have to really allow yourself to partake in. It's just like, okay, I need to allow myself to receive the clarity that's truly needed if I want to go keep going further down this path. You can keep going down that path, but if you're not, taking heed of what that needs to take place within your life, you're going to keep going around the same patterns that was, different tragedies was supposed to sever those patterns, take away the old paradigms that you have had in your life. We have done a lot of things in our life that, maybe was not, in the highest good for ourselves. It wasn't positively serving us. It's just like when things pop off, you shouldn't go get all up in your feelings about it, even though there are certain things that'll take place or have you throw it or whatever. And you're like, oh, heck no, this did not happen, this and that. A lot of times I have to see this and I'm just like, you know what? you know, I said, let me go ahead and walk off because I'm not touching this with a 10-foot pole, and a lot of times I have to do that. Or if I see somebody or, just being around people that I know that is not in my highest good to be around, because it's just like, okay, there's always that one person in your life that's just like they live life dangerously. That dangerously is their middle name, and they love doing stuff like this. You have to allow yourself to walk away from these different things that's taking place in your life, being able to allow yourself to look at everything from afar, the things that you want to take place in your life. And it's just like when you want the better things in life, you have to be able to make those sacrifices for you to be able to get it. You want change in your life, you have to be able to be that person that's going to become change. Because there's times I'll be going back and forth about my situation. And I know I need to stop doing that, allowing myself to not get triggered by things. And I always had to constantly tell myself that, allow these things to strengthen you. These are the things that came into your life to change how you see things, change how you see yourself, putting love towards yourself. Because a lot of times we put ourselves in situations because we didn't give ourselves that much love. And, we made situations that, we made, uh, what is it, made mistakes or, stepped ourselves in situations that was not for our highest good. That you had to be able to allow yourself to break way. It's like sound like you had a fart or something. Break way of how you are going about things. These are when we started our spiritual journey, it opened your eyes up to a lot of things that can see that may be like, hey, did this goes on for real? Because there's a lot of things I've seen that's taking place in my life, and then it had me shook, like, did this really happen for real? Or, there's things I've seen with my own two eyes, and it was just like, I'm acting like I didn't see that, because there are certain things I've done. It's like when I'm sitting up here doing different videos at times, and it was just like my first video today. It's like as soon as I got all my little, my little trinkets and stuff, all of a sudden I felt my energy shift. Like, woo! I'm like, oh, okay, all right, we're gonna do this today. All right, So just doing that. Uh, I've seen a lot of different things I was doing. I wouldn't even believe I was able to do. It just happened at those times just because I allowed myself to be open towards my gifts. There's times I could be really, headstrong on what I need to talk about in my videos, and I'll feel my energy shifted sometimes. And it's like sometimes while I'm talking, it's just like I think the last time I was doing my video was it, yeah, day before yesterday. It's like the light in my face kept changing, even though it was like I didn't turn any lights off. I got blacked out curtains, so it's like the reflection's not coming from there, but it's just your energy will reflect in a different way. So it's just like a lot of different things are going on that it had to take place in your life for you to be able to change how you had to break all those negative habits that you had, being able to do that, being able to be loving even when people are very hateful towards you. Pray for the people that try to curse you, have an open mind towards things that are closed minded towards other people. These are the things that had to take place for you to do opposite of what you used to do. And it's happening for you because when you're allowing yourself to be open towards things, you'll be amazed, because it's like even with certain people, um I can communicate with, and there's some, that'll give me all type of stuff from the other side, or spirit wants to get catty with me and tell me, hey, I need you to tell this person this about themselves, so they can pay attention to this about themselves, or or their loved ones will come in. And then there's sometimes I can talk to somebody and there'll be dead silence. I don't know why it's like that with certain people. It just happens, and it's just amazing when I can just connect with people that way, and I'm able to tell them about certain things about their life that I was just like, and it'll just come out and be like, oh, this person this and this person that, and it would be something that they, throughout all their years, anybody they've always end up touching base with, it was always something very crazy once we connected like that. Like, nobody, I had one person where they felt like they always used to try to get readings from different people and nobody could never read them. And it was like, and this is face to face with them. But then next, it can be just, a text message, and all of a sudden all these vibrations come through, and I start getting little flashes and stuff like that, you know and then I'll start asking questions like, hey, why are you showing me this? And it's just like, Roslynn, like, wait a minute, oh my God, this and that. And then I'll start getting the knowledge like crazy. And I really feel blessed that I'm able to do stuff like that, because it's like when I see, I always watched like, I forgot, what is it, John? Oh my God, I forgot. He was on the Sci-Fi Channel, but his name was John something. And I used to watch him. I used to watch Tyler Henry all the time, and Teresa Caputo, Long Island Medium and Hollywood Medium. And I'm looking at them, and we all got our different techniques on the way to do stuff. And I'm just like, some people say that they're fakes and phonies or whatever. And then some people say, hey, because it's like when I looked at the one with Tyler, and he did the guy from Growing Pains, Alan Thicke. Was it? Yeah, Alan Thicke. I forgot his son's name, Robin Thicke. Yeah, his daddy. And he was telling him, there's somebody who's coming over and saying that this person needs to go check on their health. They got a bad heart and this and this and that. And he didn't even realize his future self that is passed on is getting in touch with him like, hey, you need to go to the hospital and get this checked out. And he was very like skeptical. And next thing you know, what Tyler told him end up coming true, and it was just like really crazy how certain things come about. But it's like when I do it, I have to isolate myself so much after that day because I'm so drained. It's even when I do tarot card readings for myself. That's why I tell people I won't know. I don't even, I give much props to people that do tarot card readings, because just for me opening myself up to the universe like that, I end up sleeping. Because I did that was like 3 days ago, and next thing you know, I had to sleep for like about 6, 7 hours. No, I had to end up sleeping for 10 hours after that, because it was like it pulled so much out of me to be able to communicate with the other side like that, or communicate with the beings up there. So it's just like, you've been going about your life, you had to go through these incidences, and they never want you to be able to look at it like you've had this rocky life. Even when you had a bad life, these are the things you had to experience along the way for you to be able to say, okay, I've endured this, I've learned this, I've experienced this, but now this is my time for me to be able to break this. It's time for me to sever these patterns that I'm so used to partaking in. These things had to take place for me to wake up, realize the things that I'm doing is very dangerous. Things that I'm doing is totally not healthy. But these are the things into a very negative and heavy. I don't know what kind of word that was. Negative. Yeah, that's my new word. I need to go ahead and get that patent. Heavy and negative at the same time. I used to live a life like that where, I knocked on death's door too much. I used to be a little adrenaline junkie, because everything that I've endured in life made me not, one of my cats dropped something in there, that has made me not really care about life, because I felt like I wasn't cared for. So I used to put myself in situations, that could have really killed me. And at that time, I really didn't care about it. But now it's just like, when I see what is taking place, it was like life wasn't fair to me, but also I allowed myself to get into certain situations that it wasn't fair to other people, because, I stressed my mom out, I stressed my sister out. It wasn't even about her husband. He didn't care. But, it was just doing things like that now, since I'm a mother my own, myself, then I got to see what my mom used to always fuss at me about. So it is just like what I do today, you know, I'm glad that I've learned a lot, but I'm still learning on things. I'm still healing from different things. I'm still acknowledging things. When you are allowing yourself to know, hey, this is a weak point in my life, and this is the thing that I need to change. That's where your strength comes in, because you're allowing yourself to take responsibility for your actions that you're partaking in. When you're not allowing yourself to see those things, or you're coming up with different excuses about these things and putting it off on somebody else, then there's another thing that you got to go, deal with. You have to be able to face the facts. Yes, there's some people that have probably did some things in your life that you can say has happened, but you also have done some things yourself. You partaked in, either by how you presented yourself towards the situation, how you looked at it, or even respond to it, or engaged in it. One of those things. When you're allowing yourself to take part in that change, you got to see, like, you know what, this is not helping my growth process. If I want to go further in life, or I want the blessings that I've been trying so hard to manifest, I have to be able to allow myself to break these old habits of no longer no longer needed on my path. Being able to understand that these things happen for a reason. It brought me to where I was supposed to be, and now it's up to me to change these things. That's what our contract was. Like, we had to go through hell, high water a few times to be a frequent flyer to there. Probably added up good, flyer miles. uh, Towards everything. And now it's just like, when you're allowing yourself to be open towards yourself, because a lot of times, you've gone through a lot of things. And if you go to a therapist and stuff like that, that's why I always tell people, because when you start going down to the spiritual awakening, it really made you feel like something was wrong with you, like you were like a nut case or whatever, and it made you feel like something was really wrong with your mental, and then you went to go get analyzed. I always tell people, if you're going to do that, please get a therapist, a doctor, whatever, that are spiritually enhanced like you are, because if you end up going to somebody that is just a regular doctor, they're not going to be able to understand and tell you what's going on. They're going to label you with all these mental needs, or mental labels or whatever, when it's all it is about your gift. I've found so many people that thought they were losing their mind, and it was just, the fact is, they were tapping into their spiritual growth. And there's so many people, I say, shoot, I'm just trying to save you a Dr. Bill. But I'm just saying, if you went through these, I'm glad I was able to put out a lot of different characteristics, or whatever type of traits that we carry, that may make you think that you don't went over the edge. But these things had to take place for you to be able to be smacked into reality and say, hey, this is something you need to look deep in, or hey, these are certain things you need to study on, because this is what your life is included. Or certain things, there are certain things that I've done naturally since I was a little girl, and then when I'm sitting up here doing research on one thing, where, somebody done probably sent me something, I was like, oh, let me go ahead and look on this, if I might be able to do a video on this or whatever. And then stumble up on 3 or 4 things that I just thought it was natural to do. And actually, I'm picked up on, my spiritual gifts that I've had. So it is just like, I get commended from, my family. It's just like, there's a lot of people that, that admire what you do, and those are some things that they have to study for, when all you have to do is concentrate. These are natural gifts that you have had. You just were disconnected from them for a while, and when you allowed yourself to balance yourself out, and you're seeking balance in your life, allowing you to get aligned where you need to be, all the other things just fell into place. So, you have to allow yourself to, do what it takes to realign yourself, calibrate yourself, get yourself leveled off, teach yourself grounding, because there's a lot of different things that's going on, it's just like, it's different. To me, it's different when I've always been that empath type person. I never really dealt with anybody in that kind of relationship way, at least I can think of, that they were like that towards me, that they were like, they felt things, or they did stuff like that, on a deep level, like I did. But it's just like, now when I'm connecting with family, biological family, and it's just, it feels beautiful. It's different and something I got to get used to, but I'm blessed to be able to have them assist me from that other side, or telepathically. So allow yourself to see fit. Now this is the perfect time more than ever. If you have not been going to work, or you know things are being shut down wherever you're staying at, this is that time for you to dive deep into your spiritual, your spiritual state of mind, seeing things about your gift, allowing yourself to be guided, from the universe. If there's something that you really need to know about yourself, I always tell people, don't hesitate to ask the universe when you're trying to see something that's unseen, and you have that feeling like something is going on and you really want to see. All you have to do, just ask for the unseen. When you're going through meditation, do a white candle prayer and ask to be able to see the things that you're needing an answer to, or finding the answer that you need, or a person you need. And these things will, if they feel like this is something that you really need to find out, I will trust and believe they'll help you. But y'all, this is gonna be my last video. I thought I was gonna do another one. My head is like freaking pounding. So that's let me know I'm having a lot of downloads that I need to allow myself to go through in these transformations. But I hope y'all are being safe. Oh Lord, being safe. Doing what you need to do with your social distancing. I know there's a lot of extroverts probably about to lose their mind, but me and my introverted self, I'm good. I'm so good. I mean, I don't need to be around a lot of people like that, especially after I went through heavy transition. I'm so good. As long as I'm hanging with my children, if I'm able to keep in touch with, my soul family, in different text messages or whatever, I'm good. So I hope that you stay safe. Be responsible for everything you do. Hope that everything that you're trying to manifest into your life comes 1,000 times more than what you expected. It comes so much sooner than you expected as well. I'm gonna give a post notification shout out to uh Mike Latimer, I guess it is Latimer, Sophia, uh, Poland Waska. I hope I pronounced your last name right. If I do, I apologize. But apologize for that. But welcome to the fam. If this is your first time stopping by, it's so good to have you. Um, I hope that you can find other videos on my channel that you can relate to. Much love to y'all. I pray for y'all safety and well-being. Be careful out there. Make sure you keep your hands washed. Always, you can use sanitizer, but just make sure you wash your hands as many times as possible. If you gotta, go any public places, make sure you have a, have either gloves on or paper towels to go ahead and touch handles and stuff like that as well, or shopping carts as well. Be safe out there. Like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, drop me a line, share, give me a thumbs up, hit that notification bell so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. Drop me a line. I would love to give you a post notification shout out, and thanking you for the support that you've been giving the channel. It's truly appreciated. And if you want to get in touch with me privately, you can hit me up on Facebook Messenger. Just look me up under my name. Let me know we connect here, and you're a part of the Heyoka family. And I will try my best to go ahead and assist you with your spiritual path. And everything we talk about is confidential, so you don't have to worry about it going anywhere. So y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and relax. I'm gonna go ahead and get me something to eat. I took me some pain reliever and it's still not helping any. So I'm gonna go ahead and lay down, and I will talk to y'all later. Much love to you. Peace and be well.